On this whole thing with Wendy Williams, and I'm starting out with a photo of younger Wendy, while she was never a beauty bombshell, I gotta admit, Wendy back in her younger days, before all the drugs and everything, actually was kind of cute. She was never a drop dead gorgeous woman, but I gotta admit, she was kind of cute back in her younger days. But get to the subject at hand. I just have to say it. While I wish her current situation, of course, everybody knows what I'm talking about, or most everybody should know. While I don't wish her situation on nobody between the alcohol, the drugs, and her situation with her husband, while I wish that on nobody, at the same time, she kind of brought her own karma on herself. I mean, let's be honest. How many times has Wendy Williams just been I realize her career is celebrity gossip. Let me say that. I realize it's celebrity gossip. However, you could do it without being unnecessarily cruel or mean. I mean, how many people has she ticked off over the years? I mean, Method Man, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, and her husband Jay-Z, Will and Jada Smith. I mean, just to name a few. I mean, she's kind of had it coming, especially Will and Jada Smith. Now, I used to be the biggest fan, particularly of Jada. She's kind of lost her luster with me over the years. But then again, Jada Pinkett Smith just is Jada Pinkett Smith. She don't care. But say what you want, but for Wendy Williams to throw all that shade at the Smiths all this time, and yet I look back on it and, look at her current situation, and I'm thinking to myself, well, say what you want. You don't hear about Will Smith allegedly, covering my behind here, allegedly impregnating another woman that's not his wife. You don't hear about Jada Pinkett Smith getting impregnated by another dude other than Will. You don't hear about that. Even though the swinger swap, Jada all but admitted on that show that she got, Red Table Talk, she all but admitted or implied that her and Will have done some hinky things over the years. But you don't hear about them bringing home stray kids. Just saying. You don't hear about that with Beyonce or Jay-Z. Well, at least not Beyonce's end anyway. You don't hear about that with her. I mean, you shouldn't throw stones when you live in a glass house. And like I said, I don't wish her current situation on nobody. So in that respect, I feel just a smidge sorry for Wendy Williams. But at the same time, hey, you gonna live that life. You gonna stand on that shield. You might go out on that shield. Some people are calling it karma. And if they want to call it karma on Wendy Williams, I can't say they're wrong for feeling that way. I mean, how many people has she been nasty and rude to? I mean, I remember when the guy that played Luke Cage on Netflix, Michael Coulter, when he first came on there, she tried to more or less bust him out because he's playing pretty much a pro-black character, but he's married in real life to a white wife, which had nothing to do with the topic. It was just her trying to needle at him or something. And I'm like, really, Wendy? Really? I mean, that's just one example of several. So, while it's foul the way her husband Kevin is doing her, allegedly, here's the thing. She allowed it to go on. I mean, one of my good friends who's a female even said that. She said, I can't feel sorry for Wendy Williams at all because she allowed this to happen. She allowed this to go on. When she first found out that Kevin had cheated on her with this mistress, She should have kicked him to the curb. Excuse me for stuttering. Like, I can speak English, but she should have kicked him to the curb back then. But she let it go on. And I realize she's been with Kevin Hunter for a lot of years, but from what I understand, he hasn't exactly been the greatest husband. In fact, and this is also karma, Wendy Williams has been married before to a previous guy who, I forgot his name, but I think he basically made a statement, on how he's doing and everything, and he did admit to being married to Wendy Williams once. But Wendy Williams, from what I've heard, dogged that dude. Used to do drugs and drink, be hanging out, wasn't really with him, and then used to cheat on him on top of that. Not just allegedly with men, but with women too. So I find it ironic that she's now married to a man for about triple the time that she was married to the first husband in Kevin Hunter, but Kevin has basically did the same things and worse. And the worst part is she's the breadwinner. And yet, here he is out there basically with his mistress on her dime. And she's doing nothing about it. So, yeah, it's karma. And a lot of it she brought on herself. But I ain't going to just pile on her, be like F Wendy Williams and this and that. Because you know what? I got better things to do with my energy. But I just want to say, while I feel a smidge sorry for her, I can't say she didn't bring it on herself, because she kind of did. That's all I got to say. I'm out.